What's good, everybody? This your girl, China White, and you just entered the Lion's Den with your girl, China White. Listen, your girl energy has been drained. I've been dragging bitches left and right on this platform. They got your girl fucked up. They got your girl fucked up all the way up. But I want to do this live stream because I'm not going to be live for probably at least a week. Okay? I'm going to be traveling. I'm gonna be chilling, and your girl wanna come on here because I've been doing consultations. I've been on Patreon. I got the messages. I hear you. I respond to a lot of you guys, and a lot of you guys, I gotta admit, you're delusional as fuck. You are. You're fucking delusional. You, fam. I gotta tell you, you're delusional, fam. Like, it's nothing. It's nothing I can say. If no one's gonna tell you this shit, your girl China White is. This is the thing. A lot of people you listen to, they ass delusional too. They just don't want to admit that they ass delusional. And a lot of people are fucking hurt. When you listen to hurt shit, you digest that hurt shit, you react on that hurt shit, you stay stuck. That ain't your girl. That's not your girl. That ain't me. And let me turn this shit down. Give me a second. We about to go in today. We about to go in. Give me a second. Listen, your girl ain't delusional. I'm going to tell you the truth. It is what it is. Because a lot of these people, they don't keep that shit 100. A lot of men want people to keep it a buck with you. This is the thing, fam. On YouTube, it's a money grab. You need to understand that shit. So if I can put you in a state of mind like you winning, but your ass is still stuck, you gonna come back to my channel. You gonna pay me. You gonna join Patreon. A lot of these motherfuckers are not keeping this shit above. They just not. They're not keeping it above. Your girl China White, I don't hold anything because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I can give two fucks if I lose subscribers, if I lose I don't care. I lay this shit down pat. And I keep this shit 100. Keep that shit 100. Keep that shit 300. You know what I mean? Got to keep that shit 100. And it boils down to what you believe in your life. When you receive this message on the Lion's Den, whatever channel that you follow, when you get the message, do you receive it? Do you digest it? And do it change your life? But do it change it for the better? Can you see clearly? Do you understand? You know what people tell me when they come over here? Damn, China White, I see things much different. You done changed my fucking life. The way I view women, the way I view myself. That's what you're supposed to get. You're not supposed to be in the same fucked up mindset. If you want me to give you some la la land, easy, quick fix shit, I could tell you some quick shit. I could tell you how to get pussy. I could tell you to get bitches caught up on you. But if you a fucked up ass nigga and you're delusional as fuck, how the hell that's gonna help you out in the future when you're dealing with more, the older you get and dealing with a woman? And I know a lot of you men, you don't want to just bust in any bitch. You don't want to sleep with any woman. You don't want to lay with anybody. You want to deal with somebody that got positive energy that can help and build to your process of whatever you're building. Just like when a woman dealing with a man, she want to deal with a toxic free ass nigga. She want to build with the man. If she want to be in a relationship with the man, a lot of women think that way when they're dealing with a man. A lot of women. But it's very hard because a lot of motherfuckers are toxic. Toxic as fuck. And they live in that toxic type of environment. So you digest shit that stroke your ego. You want shit to stroke your ego. I'm not going to stroke your ego. Because a lot of shit be delusional. So I'm not going to do that. So we're going to get into the shit. Today, the delusional shit I hear men say. Not just what men say. Men do. Because I be like, fam, I be talking to a person and I be like, are you that fucking delusional, fam? Like, are you that delusional? Do you want to believe yourself? Do you just want to believe that, like, what the fuck? Like, what we doing here? I'm not going to feed you shit. I'm not going to tell you lies. The shit you hear from me is going to hurt sometime. And then another thing, too, y'all listen to a lot of motherfuckers that want you to feel special. You're not special to a lot of these bitches. You just not. You're not special. You're not special until she sacrificed. That's the only way you're special. When this bitch is changing her life. If she ain't changing her life, if she's still siding her goddamn ways, if she's still talking to you like you ain't shit, if she's still doing fraudulent shit, if she's still lying, if she's still manipulating, if the bitch cheating, if the bitch spend the night at other people's house, if the bitch lying to you, you know in your gut the bitch is lying. You know that shit. You don't need to watch a video to know that the bitch that you're fucking with is full of shit. You don't need a video for that. You don't need your girl China White to point out that the bitch that you're fucking is full of shit. Her actions prove it. The way she talked to you, the way she moved, the way she responded to you, the certain things that you do to put her in a certain mindset, it don't phase her, fam, because she's not taking to you. She's not receiving you as a man. You don't need a video for that shit. You don't need a book. You don't need nothing. You need to lean on your own understanding and become a better man. So when you deal with bitches, you know what bitches you're dealing with, and you know what type of response you're going to get when you put her in a certain type of mindset, fam. That's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. Because you as a man, you know when you're dealing with a woman, what certain type of mindset, how you want her to respond to you, right? You know that shit. So you don't need a book. You don't need a video. You don't need any of that shit to break down when a bitch treating you like shit, or to break down when a bitch is lying to you, or break down when a bitch manipulating you. It's like y'all constantly want to bring up what the bitches are doing when you already know the bitch that you fuck with ain't shit. You already know that. So you don't need me to tell you that. This is the problem. I'm going to point out the problem. And a lot of content creators and a lot of these fucking dating coaches and a lot of these motherfuckers, they scared to tell you this. Fam, you're fucking delusional. You don't lean on your own understanding because you don't trust yourself. And you don't trust yourself because you don't love yourself. That's it. Think about that. That's a bomb. That's a bomb for you. Why you don't believe yourself when it comes to an individual that's causing you grief, pain, misery, etc.? Why don't you trust yourself? That's the real question. It's not the bitch, it's you. Do you get what I'm saying? You change your reality. Your reality is not in the form of a bitch. Your reality is in the things that you're doing and how you carry yourself and what you build. That's your reality. But you put your reality into a bitch and she shaped and formed your reality. That's what makes you miserable. And you try to figure out ways to get out of that toxic cycle, but you can't because the problem is you. It's not the bitch. But nobody will tell you that, fam, because they enjoy getting your money. They enjoy getting big subscribers. They enjoy that shit. And a lot of people you listen to is delusional as fuck. They don't even believe they goddamn self. They don't. So if you practicing self-love, which is your health, your mind, your spirit, the things you lean on, you know, you don't put anybody before your mind. You don't put anything before your money. You don't put anything before your integrity. You don't put anything before your standards. Nothing goes before that. That's practicing self-love. A lot of people don't preach that because they don't love themselves. They don't. Loving yourself is putting yourself in the best position of your fucking life. What's good for you, not what's good for that person, or what's good for that person, or what's good for that person. It's what's good for you. Anything China White do is going to be good for me. I don't give a fuck how other people view me. I don't give a fuck what other people think. I don't give a fuck about other people's opinion. It's what's good for me and my mind, my body, and my soul. So when it comes to you, practicing self-love for you is everything that you do in your life. Everything you do, that's practicing self-love. You come first. You come before the bitch. You come before the car. You come before the money. You come before the job. You come before the kids. You come before your wife. You come before your parents. You come before all that shit. That's practicing self-love. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they don't practice that shit. They just don't. They don't practice that shit. They don't practice self-love. So practicing self-love. Practicing self-love is putting yourself before anybody. I didn't say the Most High. The Most High is what keeps your mind as a man. And the Most High actually alerts you about the things that's going on around you. Everything that's going on around you. Every single thing that's going on around you, it alerts you. But a lot of you don't even lean on the Most High. You will rather lean on a bitch or what a dating coach, or just because another nigga got a caught between his legs. The nigga ain't gonna tell you he's fucking delusional and hurt by his ex. You just gotta pay attention to the things that you receive and hear. See, fam, I get on here, I don't give a fuck. I have a life outside of what the fuck I do on here. I don't care. You gotta have that mentality, especially when it comes to a bitch. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you when you're delusional as fuck. I'm gonna tell you when you lying to yourself. I'm gonna tell you when you put in the bitch before your mind. You putting your kids before your mind. You putting your money before your mind. You putting your family before your mind. You putting everybody in front of you but except for your goddamn self. You don't listen to if it's affecting your life, it's bad for you. And if you are addicted to it, if you are addicted to that thing, whatever it is, him, her, she, he, money, food, drugs, liquor, etc. If that right there is your weakness, that's your enemy. That is your enemy. You do understand that. You do understand that what cripples you as a man is the thing that makes you weak, which is bad for you. So it could be any numerous of things. And that's not self-love. You don't fucking love yourself. Especially if you put a person before your health. When you put a person before your mindset. When you put a person before anything you have to take care as a man that will put you in a bad position as a man. That will make you vulnerable. That's your enemy. So your enemy could come in the form of your parents. Your enemy could be the form of your children. Your enemy could be your wife. Your enemy could be your car. The enemy could be your job. Whatever the fuck cripples you, whatever have you second guessing yourself. Nothing should have you second guessing yourself. The moment you second guess yourself, that's why a lot of men have a problem with dealing with bitches. I keep that shit 300. You already know that. I keep it 100. I'm on here keeping this shit a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So when it comes to anything that have you question who you are, question anything. I could name, I name a list. I'm not going to just point out one thing because for many different men, it could be many different things. It could be pornographic material. It could be going online every fucking day. It could be calling your ex-girlfriend every day. It could be your father. It could be your mother. It could be your kids. It could be your job. It could be drugs. It could be liquor. It could be whatever the fuck that's crippling you. Whatever have you question and second guess yourself, that's what you put before yourself. You're weak when it comes to that, which is that thing becomes the enemy of you and your progress. That thing or whatever it is, that becomes the enemy. Do you understand that? Nothing should make you weak. Nothing should have you second guess yourself. Not a person, not a thing, not anything. You question yourself when it comes to the Most High. Because your ability to be an amazing man for the Most High. That's where that question comes from. It's not for a bitch. It's not for a bitch. It's not for your job. It's not for drugs. It's not for liquor. It's not for pornographic material. The moment you begin to fight your flesh, the moment you begin to question, is this right? You're corner-minded. You lean on things that make you feel good. So you leaning on pussy to make you feel good. If you think pussy make you a better man, you're mistakenly wrong. Because there are Hebrew Israelite men that don't fuck women at all. They don't have sex at all. They're disciplined as fuck. Because they lean on the Most High. Every day the Most High give them that daily bread. That daily bread is the word from the Most High. So they lean on that every day. So when it comes to a bitch, when it comes to money, when it comes to succeeding in this world, they will never put nothing before the Most High. And so only time you question yourself is, are you able to be the most amazing man you can be for the Most High? Not for a bitch. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not for nothing. It's not for anything in this world. Nothing in this world can have you second guess yourself. The moment you begin to say, you know what, I need to figure my wife out. I know something's not right. I need to figure my girlfriend out. Or I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong when it comes to money. You know something is wrong because something is alerting you. That's your inner self. But because you don't trust your inner self, instead of saying, yeah, I know what's wrong, it's this, and this, and pointing it out, you rather go and find somebody, find some guru, find somebody that you believe have the answers, but you actually have the answers because you already answered it for yourself. But instead of you answering it for yourself, you rather lean on a stranger to answer it for you. So you become delusional as fuck. And that's when people milk your pockets. So you get your pockets milked by niggas too. Men, you do that. Instead of the bitch milking your pocket, other men will tell you, no, fam, you can trust me because I am a man. But the nigga milk your pocket stronger than a bitch because you trust that man because he have a cock between his legs. Just keeping it 100, fam. Just keeping it 100. Keeping that shit 100 with you. Nobody can persuade you. Nobody can. You got all the answers. Nobody has all the fucking answers. Nobody. I don't have all the answers. I can't, fam. This the thing. Like, and I need y'all to really understand where I'm coming from. You have the answers to whatever the fuck you want to do. You have to put it in the right perspective. Putting it in the right perspective. So when it comes to your woman, it's a certain way you deal with your woman. When it comes to your side bitch, it's a certain way you deal with your side bitch. When it comes to women that you're dealing with on the outside that don't have that close, they don't have that close. It's kind of like they're not close to you. So you deal with those women a certain different type of way. You putting things in the right perspective. So that woman not gonna have access to you like the other woman is. Or when it comes to your job, you know you're going to go to work every day. You know you're going to be on time every day. You're not going to slack off. Let's say you watch houses or you clean cars or whatever. You do roofing. You know you're going to be there every day. You don't got your job in the wrong perspective. You got your job in the right perspective. But what about your bitch? What about your kids? What about your money? What about the Most High? What about your body? What about your mind? What about your soul? What about your being? Is that in the right perspective? Because when it's not, you think you don't have the answers, but you do. Because if you can put your job in the right perspective, you put your parents in the right perspective, you put your brothers and sisters in the right perspective, you put your kids in the right perspective, you put your money in the right perspective, you put your body in the right perspective, but you don't put the bitch in the right perspective. You don't do that. You're not putting the bitch in the right perspective. And you got the answers, but you refuse to believe you have the answers. And nobody has those answers. You do. So that makes you delusional as fuck. It does. It just do. So let's go to number one. This is some of the shit that I break down with men and some of the shit that I hear. My wife makes me a better man. My wife makes me a better man. My wife is my other half. My wife is my other half. My wife makes me a better man. When you meet the bitch, you should be already amazing. So when a bitch come to your life, you taking her from hell to heaven. So meeting you is like meeting God. Do you understand that, fam? You're not leaning on a bitch to make you a better man. You already a better man when you're dealing with a bitch. That's why I say, why are you dealing with bitches if you don't have things in the right perspective? You're not going to ever have it in the right perspective when you're dealing with a bitch. Because when we deal with you, you blow our fucking mind. You take us from hell to heaven. It's like meeting God himself. So I know what to do when I'm dealing with you. I'm not going to have step. Do you get that? So you telling me you already half of a man, and when you meet a bitch, she makes you a better man? She makes the bitch make you a better man instead of you making yourself the man you could be? You leaning on a bitch? That's emotional as fuck. I can't make you a better man. I can't do that. I don't have the answers for you, fam. Only you can do that. If you want me to be an angel, and I'm living in fucking hell. You haven't. I'm meeting the Most High when I'm dealing with you. I'm in the presence of a fucking God. So I'm already on cloud 9, but you already telling me I'm your other half because you're not 100% of a man to be a man to a bitch because you need the bitch to make you a man. Do that make sense to you, fam? The bitch makes you a man. My wife is my other half. If anything, I say that. My man is my half. My man is my head. My man give me courage. My man builds me. You don't say that about the bitch. The bitch come along with the process. When you building your stable, when you building your kingdom, I'm the woman that come in and dress the bitch up. I come in there and design the shit because it's already built. I come along with you. I don't build you. I can't build you. You supposed to already be there. So when you say that, you discredit your goddamn self as a man and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. That's the problem that I have. And when I listen to some shit, you telling me my woman made me a better man. And you feel good saying that shit. No, what women do, we drive you. I can drive you even harder. I don't make you already amazing man. You are already that. I just come along and compliment your goddamn life. I know my place. I'm gonna make things a little bit more easier for you. So if you was the type of man that you wake up in the morning cooking breakfast, you don't have to worry about that no more. If you're the type of man that worry about your clothes being clean, you don't have to worry about your clothes being clean. If you're the type of man that worry about, you know, like anything, you name it, I come along with it and make everything a little bit more smoother for you. So your life is a little bit more easier for you. So when you go to work, you don't have to worry about your lunch being packed. You don't have to worry about your clothes being clean. You don't have to worry about anything because I'm going to make your life a little bit easier. Do you understand that? That's my job because you're taking me from hell. Now I'm in heaven and I'm dealing with a God. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. That's it. That's it. That's it. But when you leaning on a woman, that's leaning on her to make you feel like, oh, I'm a better man because I'm dealing with my wife. I'm a better man because I met this woman. I'm a better man because the woman I met, she's my other half. I'm not your other half, nigga. I could never be your other half. I don't even have that much strength in me. I'm too emotional. I'm sensitive as fuck. I go up and down. You keep me in the right perspective. How the fuck can I be your other half? No, I stand behind you. I'm the bone to your back. When you with your neck, you the head of this relationship. I'm the backbone to that. I'm attached to the head. That's it. Without the head, there is no body. Without the head, there is no body. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's putting things in the right perspective. Put it in the right place. So I'm a part of your progress. Your progress, the things that you're doing, the things that you're taking care of, I'm gonna become a part of that. It's gonna run a little bit more smoother. So if you already on the progress, is I'm gonna take away the bumps so it don't be a bumpy ride. It ain't gonna be a bumpy ride no more. The ride is not gonna be bumpy anymore because I'm on the ride with you. Do you understand that, fam? But that's some delusional shit I hear. You know? So the next one. I'm not dealing with her if she doesn't submit to me. I'm dealing with that woman if that woman don't submit to me. If she doesn't submit, I am not dealing with her. Fam, let me tell you something about submission. Submission is given. It's a choice. I deem you worthy of my submission. You one hell of a man. I can't fight that. I can't fight it. I can't fight it. You should never put that type of restraint on a bitch, especially if you ain't leading. A lot of men say they capable of leading. These niggas can't even lead their own. They can't even lead their own goddamn girl. How the fuck you talk about a woman submitting to you? You can't even lead one bitch. One bitch. But you was married before, or you had a relationship with a bitch, and the bitch did you dirty, and you talk about bitches submitting to you. That takes a real strong leader to lead a bitch. Because what's going to happen is she's going to trust you with her existence. She's going to do what you say. She's going to trust your authority. So you could be driving down a fucking cliff. And I'm driving down the cliff with you because I trust you. But if you ain't leading, you should never demand that from a bitch. You don't demand submission. Submission is given to you. It's given. A bitch can't fight that. Because what happens is her walls begin to fall. And she begins to form around the things that you like to make you happy. And what makes you happy makes me happy. You ain't never met a couple, seen an older couple or someone in your family that had a submissive woman that anything it's like he could never do no wrong in her eyes. She just jumped like that when it comes to him. She wanted to literally baby him. She wanted to feed him. She wanted to feed him, cut his steak up for him. You know what I mean? She wanted to just kiss his feet. She wanted to just give him all of every ounce of her. Have you ever seen that before? A lot of men never seen that shit before. Never seen it before. But that woman, she submits to him. And that shit was natural. And she chose him. She deemed him worthy of her submission. So when you say that, you sound delusional. How you know the bitch like you? You know, you walking around here saying, I don't deal with a bitch unless she submits to me. How you know if any of these bitches like you? So if I come to you and pretend like I'm submitting to you, you gonna believe me? That makes no fucking sense. It's delusional, fam. It's fucking delusional. And I hear it too much. And then you got female content creators preaching to men about that shit, and she don't even know what the fuck she talking about. And you believe in the bitch. Oh, she must submit. Motherfucker, that's not how submission goes. She deemed you worthy of that. Who the fuck gonna give away their whole life to somebody they don't fucking know? Shouldn't the bitch trust you at least? Right? Shouldn't you prove that you are a leader, a teacher? You can provide? Because a submissive woman does not work. You do understand that, right? You want a submissive woman in the workplace, fam? Come on, now. Like, stop. Like, breaking down that whole thing of submission is fucking delusional. Because they will never match. I'm the full financial provider for the woman if she fully submits to me. I never hear that. I never hear the woman has to worry about nothing. She's dealing with me and she submits to me. No, all they want to talk about is submissive. You want to stroke egos. That's what the fuck you're doing. The hard truth about submissive is when you get a submissive woman, you take care of everything. It's nothing she has to, it's nothing. She's not around other males receiving other energy from different niggas. She's not doing that. She's just not. You are the leader, the teacher, the everything. And she's the submissive. And she listens to you and she submits to you. And what makes you happy makes her happy. But people don't want to hear that. So when you hear people say, I demand submission, they're not used to a submissive woman. Because that doesn't even have to be said because of what type of man you are. The type of man you are. So however you deal with a woman, when you're dealing with a woman, she's going to react on the way you deal with her. She's going to respond. That's something that don't need to be said. But people don't bring it up a lot because they don't understand it. A woman is going to give you her submission because of the man that you are. And if you don't understand about it, you guys need to join. It's like a small community of submissive. So you need to understand, read how submissive the man, the dom that she submits to, that's her dom, that dominates her. A lot of these people don't know anything about that shit. They just using that word, saying submissive and submit. But you have not yet saying I have to prove to this woman that I can teach her. I have to prove to this woman that I can lead her. I can prove to the woman that I can protect her. I can prove to this woman so she can give me her submissiveness. People don't talk like that because they don't understand it and it's delusional. Next, she needs to pay for the date if I ask. Fam, why the fuck would a woman pay for the date if you ask? She's not asking you. You're asking her. Does that make sense to you? I don't fucking know you. I don't like you. You want me to go out so you can get to know me. And you're saying, if I like you, if it's something that I like, I don't have a problem. But you can't demand me to pay for the fucking date. You got dating coaches out here saying, don't pay for a date. Don't pay for a date. Do not pay for the date. Fam. So you asking bitches out, but you want the bitches to pay for you? That's backwards as fuck. It's not like the woman is asking you. You're asking her. Like, this is just common sense to me. So you telling me, Law, in the chat, Law, you asked me to go out with you and I'm gonna pay for it, Law? That's just common sense. That's not even fucking logic. That's just common sense. If you ask me to go out, you expected me to pay for it? No, if you ask the bitch out, you pay for it. Motherfuckers doing live streams telling men don't pay for dates, but then telling men how to get a date. How the fuck that makes sense? How? I want to know. That don't make no sense to me. The moment you ask a bitch out, fam, you pay for the fucking date. You pay for the date because you're asking her out. You want to get to know her, right? But you getting rejected all over the place. You tired of getting fucking rejected by bitches. You tired of bitches saying no to you. And you tired of bitches eating on your goddamn dime. Just be honest. Like, just be honest. You tired of women eating on your dime. You asking all these bitches to go out with you. And the bitches go out with you. And they eat and they're not fucking you. So the content creator or whoever you listening to is telling you just stop paying for dates or take the bitch to get ice cream. You think bitches don't know that you want to fuck? That's what we think about 24/7. We think every man want to fuck us. Every man. We don't draw a fine line. That's what we was taught as children. We was taught that our pussy is the prize. So when we get older, you want us to not believe that our pussy is not the prize when you're asking me to go get ice cream? That's common sense, fam. You can't run that game on the bitch. Stop. Stop doing that. Because that's delusional. That is fucking delusional. Because if she cares, she'll be like, I'll go work out with you. Like, she'll be asking to see you. She'll be saying, I want to see you. I want to go out with you. You don't even understand that type of interaction because they're not breaking down the interaction between a man and a woman. You know why? You know why you're not really getting the interactions of how meeting a woman? Because they don't fucking know. A lot of them motherfuckers paying prostitutes, you know, or they fucking strags. You know, I'm just saying. They fucking hyenas. They fucking hoes. Bitches that just throwing the pussy up in the fucking air and turning that shit into fucking sunshine. That's the type of bitches that they're fucking. They're not fucking a balanced woman. Not the type of women that you want. So they're projecting the shit that they do on you. And you thinking that shit gonna work with a balanced bitch. How the fuck is gonna work with a balanced bitch? Huh? It's not gonna work, fam. That's bullshit. You need to understand the interactions between a balanced man and a balanced woman. And then a lot of these niggas preach unhealthy women. All they know about is unhealthy fucking women. Nothing balanced that got, like, are you ever around any woman that's balanced? A woman that takes care of her business, a woman that takes care of pussy, a woman that is not going to sell herself short for anybody? Do they meet those type of women? No, because only thing you're going to hear about is whores, and whores, more whores, and manipulating whores. That's it. No balanced woman that can have a child. Right. Pay to play. So when you hear those type of things, fam, you got to read between the lines saying, damn, like, at the end of the day, fam, like, do you want to fuck whores? Do you want to meet bitches? Is that what you want? Like, do you want to just fuck on bitches? And then, like, you asking bitches to go out with you and you assuming not to pay? Like, motherfucker, you asked me to go out. You know what I mean? We going to, I don't fucking know. We going to Benihana's. And, you know, you expected me to pay for that? I'm not paying for that shit. If you ask me, no, I'm not. So when you hear those, how to get a date, how to get a woman to go out with you, talk about the interaction. Stop listening to how to get a bitch to go out before you understand the interaction between a male and a female, a woman and a man. Because clearly a lot of men do not know the interaction. I'm just saying. So with that, you cannot expect, like, a bitch ain't gonna pay for that shit. Like, who the fuck gonna pay for a date with a nigga she don't fucking like? Like, I didn't even ask you. I didn't ask you. You know what I mean? And this the thing, fam. You can, but do live streams on how to get a prostitute. Don't do live stream on how to get a fucking woman. Because a lot of women are balanced. There are balanced women with whole tendencies. Like, you just can't say the bitch is a plain out hoe because she got whole tendencies. She might just want to be a hoe with you. She might just want to be a hoe for her fucking man. She have whole tendencies, but she could be just a regular normal woman. All women are freaks. All women are freaks. We freaky as fuck. We like that freaky shit. Sometimes the men we deal with depress that shit. So we don't know how to let out our inner animal out, the way we want to. Because the last man we with, he depressed that shit. You don't think let me see. You don't think that sometimes women deal with men that depress their sexual hunger? If she was with a man that depressed her sexual hunger and she get with you, she may not know how to pull that inner animal out of her unless you pull it out of her. Doesn't mean she a whole fam. It means that she want to learn about herself and you teaching her, fam. That's just facts. That's just fact. That inner hornets want to rage and come out. You can't point at a woman and off rip say she a hoe. Are you fucking? That's like me looking at you and say. That's like me looking at you and say, you a robber. Oh, 30% of men are robbers, so that means I just met a robber when I met you. That's delusional as fuck. Stop thinking like that. Until the bitch prove herself to not be who she says she is. That's how you deal with women. Stop listening to these goddamn delusional ass goddamn people. They are delusional. You know what I mean? That's some fucking delusional ass shit. So you can't expect a woman to pay for the goddamn date and you asking her, and then men doing live stream on dating. Fam, that shit shouldn't even be talked about. What should be talked about is how you know if the bitch fucking like you. How you know she like you. How you know she's feeling you. How you know she want to be a part of you. How you know she's being taken back by dealing with your ass. That's what the live stream should be about. Don't put the car before the fucking horse. Don't walk before you crawl. You know what I mean? You jogging and you need to learn how to walk. That's delusional as fuck. Why the hell am I going to be talking about dating with you? And a lot of men don't even understand the interaction between a woman and a man. They don't even know how to have conversations with a woman. And then your insecurities drive the fucking woman away. And you know that shit. That's why a lot of men call in asking for help on, I'm driving bitches the fuck away by my goddamn attitude. A lot of men are driving bitches. You drive bitches away. You do that. And you don't want nobody. That's what needs to be talked about here. It's how to have a balanced conversation. So you thinking bitches taking bats across the goddamn head and paying for dinners and fucking you at the end of the night? Come on. Like, fam, that's fucking delusional. Come on, huh? That's delusional. You need to understand. You need to build your confidence up. That's why the conversation shit flows with you when it comes to you and women. It's your confidence. That shit start with you and how you believe in yourself. Do you believe that you are an amazing man? Do you believe that you're a king? Do you believe you smell good, you look good, you feel good? Do you believe that? Because this is why you stutter over words when it comes to a woman. This is why you believe you're owed something you're not owed anything. Nobody owes you nothing. You owe yourself that. And you work hard for the things that you want. And then things begin to come to you because of the work you put in. You get what I'm saying? Like, the reason why you stumbling over words, the reason why it feels weird when it comes to a woman, when you're dealing with a woman, it just feels so weird. You want to know why it feels so weird? You want to know why you stumble over words? Because you're not confident in your ability of who you are. You're not confident. If you were, you would never question that. Having a conversation with a woman will flow so freely. It's normal for you because you're building your masculinity. A lot of men don't build a masculinity. They bait as fuck. And then they want to talk about ain't no such thing as alpha. What are you talking about? Come on now. That's building your masculinity. That's building your confidence. Because when you get in front of her, you're not thinking about how she view you. You're not thinking about that. You already know who you are and you stand in it. So when you having conversations with a bitch, you're not going to stumble over words. You're not going to feel any insecurity. If anything, it's going to be on her behalf to take. She has to take deep breaths by talking to you. Like, oh my God, like damn. I don't know. I just never met you before. I never met a man that I can be open with and have conversations with and feel secure with, and it's gonna just flow. You gonna know the right words to say to the bitch because you are already confident in who you are as a man when dealing with the bitch. So you're not gonna be. It's kind of like too. I'm gonna tell you what else too. What fuck with you men? Y'all looking at them bitches on Instagram. Y'all know that shit is fake, right? Y'all know that's a facade. I shouldn't even be telling you that shit. Those porno videos y'all watching, all that shit is a setup. That's a prop. That's a prop. That's not reality. That's not reality, fam. And the thing is, you watching too much shit on Facebook. You watching too much shit on fucking Instagram. You looking at shit and you fantasizing. And when you fantasize, you become delusional as fuck when you're dealing with a woman because you think the shit you watching on Instagram and the shit that you watching on Facebook and the things you watching on YouTube is real when it's not. It's not. So that's why when you're dealing with a woman and you feel like it's not going my way, man, damn, why I can't talk to a woman? You can't talk to a woman because you're still insecure. That's why you stutter when you talk to a woman. That's why you feel like you can't find the right words to say when it comes to a woman because you're still second guessing yourself. You still second guessing yourself. What's good, boy? I see you in here. You still second guessing yourself because if you was confident about who you was, you would never question your abilities on when you're dealing with a bitch. That does never come to play when dealing with a woman. But they're not gonna tell you that because they don't deal with women. They paying to play with bitches. They fucking stray, they fucking hoes. So not having no real true interaction with a normal bitch. Cause they don't even know how to have conversations with a normal bitch. Conversation is whack as fuck. And when you the type of man that doesn't know how to listen, you gotta listen because the bitch will vent to you her insecurities. That's you figuring the bitch out. That's why I say you learn the bitch when you're talking to a bitch. But a lot of men, that goes over their fucking head because they want to brag. You be want to brag about a bitch. You want to brag. You want to try to entertain the bitch like a dancing fucking monkey. You become the show monkey for the bitch and you get tired of doing that shit. Ain't you tired of juggling balls for a bitch? Huh? Don't you feel like bitches are using you for dinner dates and shit like that? Huh? I'm telling you where the shit come from. Sorry, y'all. I'm thirsty. Thanks to that for the new membership, sis. So when it comes to, I see you in here, boo. So when it comes to, shout out to CC in the building. Shout out to CC. So when it comes to woman, you want to know why you feel that weird vibe? Like it's like a weird vibe when you're dealing with a bitch or when you're talking to a bitch. It's like this weird vibe that when you're dealing with a woman, it's kind of weird. That's the same vibe she feels. It's the energy, but because you don't lean on the energy when you're talking to a bitch or dealing with a bitch, you feel like, well, maybe I got something stuck in my teeth. Maybe she don't like me. Well, she's thinking the same shit. The energy never lies. The energy doesn't lie. It's a difference between energy and lust. Energy is a response. Energy is action. It's an action behind energy. Just like if you meet a woman and she wants to be a part of you and you know that because of the energy she possesses, Her action is gonna follow because she's gonna prove that she wants to be in your life, not lust. Lust is just something there that you just want to get off. And once you get that lust off, once you bust that nut, that feeling is over. That's why you used to have a crush on your favorite singer that was lust. Now you older, you don't have that same feeling. You just wanted to bust a nut to the bitch. That was it. Energy and lust is two different things. Energy never dies. So it's kind of like I'm gonna give y'all a prime example of strong energy between two people. When you can walk away from the bitch, but you see the bitch and you want the bitch, and it still feel the same when it comes to that woman, or when you dealing with that woman, that shit still feel the same. That's energy that never dies. Even if y'all go separate ways, as soon as you see the bitch, you're gonna have those same however you felt about the bitch. That shit gonna still be there. It's gonna be there. Energy never dies, and you need to understand that. So when it comes to dating, you don't expect the bitch to pay for the fucking date, fam. Come on, you gotta understand the interaction between women, and if you want to learn about how to get more comfortable around women, deal with all women. Because when you become a masculine man, when you become building yourself, ugly bitches, fat bitches, skinny bitches, Italian bitches, white bitches, Chinese bitches, Jamaican bitches, African bitches, black bitches, white bitches, mixed bitches. They all gonna want to be a part of you. They all want to talk to you. They're gonna be drawn to you. All women. A masculine man, a man that pull women, they know this. So that's when you have the pick of the litter when it comes to bitches. It's easy for you to drop bitch and get another bitch when you become that man you need to be. All bitches will be drawn to you. And then that's when you choose of who you want to deal with. But because they don't understand that shit, they can't tell you that shit. Because they don't know how to interact with women. They just don't. That's just facts. I just gave y'all some gems and I gave y'all bars. So the next one. I would rather buy sex or watch porno than to deal with a woman. Fam, it's some sort of disconnect there. You would rather fuck a sex doll or buy a prostitute? Come on, fam. I hear men say that all the time. I hear men say, I would rather have sex with a sex doll. Sexual gratification. I would give my I rather lean on getting sex from something that's not real, something that what was man-made. The Most High didn't create. I would rather put my dick in something the Most High didn't create, but what man created to substitute for what the Most High created. Think about that, fam. That's some deep shit. I would rather buy a prostitute because I need to get this nut off so bad. I would rather stick it in a bitch that's been with many men. Come on now, you don't care about your dick. When I hear men say that, you don't care about your fucking dick. You don't care where you put it at. I don't want to hear that shit. So, I have men hit me up and they tell me, China, like, I'd rather buy a prostitute than, deal with this bitch I'm fucking with. I'm like, fam, why you saying that shit? Why you killing your own you killing your own ego? A lot of you men do that. You don't think you have the abilities to maintain a bitch or dominate a bitch. That's all you saying. You don't have the abilities. You don't have the abilities to dominate a bitch. That's what you're saying. So all you saying is China. I would rather buy a prostitute or just fuck a bitch and get it off, or buy a sex doll and have sex with a sex doll and get that shit off because I don't have the abilities as a man to dominate a woman. Let's be honest here. Sportsman, I appreciate that. And I believe it was William. I appreciate the super chat. And I appreciate the cash out. If you haven't cash out but support the channel, make sure you support your girl. Your girl be going in. So when it comes to that, fam, like all you doing is telling yourself you can't be a man. Being a man wins. That's his core being. Men don't like coming in second place, but you okay with coming in second place because you used to sit riding the bench. You used to riding the bench. You used to not winning. You used to not getting what you want. You used to not succeeding. You used to not coming in as number one. So you rather ride the bench. And that's more comfortable for you because you know it takes one hell of a man to be number one. You know that. That's all you're telling yourself. So when I hear that, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying to yourself. You're telling yourself, I don't have the abilities to dominate a bitch. That's exactly what you're saying. So that's what I hear when men say that I would rather have sex with a sex doll or a prostitute. Like, Sam, come on, get the fuck out of here. Like, what we're not gonna do is that. We're not gonna do that. So that's delusional as fuck. And you got some men that co-sign sleeping with a sex doll or sleeping with a prostitute. Fam, you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself. You do not love yourself. If you're willing to say that any bitch will do it for my dick. Any bitch. Any bitch that can take me to 10, take me to 9, it'll do it because I have this sexual. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, y'all, I'm gonna have to come back. I'll be back probably later today or tomorrow. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not feeling good right now. Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. Your girl not feeling good right now. Like, I'll be on tomorrow. Okay, so make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button and leave your girl a comment. Okay, I'll be back. We'll do a part 2 to this. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.